hey, this is it. This is the final March Madness episode. It is actually number 30 because on March 1st, I posted my Winter is Coming video. Today I have 3 projects talking about a couple of fun things. They are all shoebox swaps. I believe they are all still current. The first one is Just Sharing Artistically Inked, which is a wonderful stamp set that because of this card, I bought it. Going to card classes and doing shoebox swaps is a wonderful way. If you get a group of friends together, that you can kind of feed each other's frenzy. And there's products that I don't know if I want, but if I actually get to use them, I generally end up buying them, especially if I love them. And of course, it has this wonderful, really elaborate die in it that I absolutely love. So this has alcohol ink treatments done on a stamp, and I have 2 examples. I have this one where I used the foil, I used mono glue and ran it along the edges, and then did the gold gilded leafing and then brushed it off with a brush. You can use a toothbrush, you can use the blending brushes, you can use your finger. I often will go along and just use my finger and rub all of the gilded gold away, and then it ends up making my finger gold. The inside has, I made a second one while I was at it. In fact, when I made this, I don't think I did the gilded leafing on you know, this was someone else's gilded leafing for her project on the front. When I got home, I then had this and I used my own gilded leafing to do the same treatment to it. And then I just have it here to show you what it would look like if I finished it, which as soon as I am done here, I am going to finish this one. And then I will come up with a sentiment. I've already got these are the champagne gem or jewels, and I don't have those. I have the white, or clear I should say, and you can just use blends or any alcohol markers to color them any color you want. So I will get this one finished. I will then also make this one into a card. The inside of this card I also stamped up. It's not perfect, so this was a skip here and that skipped, but I'm okay with it. Like I said, when there are little mistakes like that, it just makes it look homemade. So that's the first one. Second one, these are all the ones that like were the overage. I found more than enough to do the 30 days, and I can't believe I did. So this is a shoebox swap. I believe I just did it in November. I am not, this particular happy birthday does not look familiar. The person who did it actually, you don't get to do any die cutting or heat embossing at these events because you have to be finishing a card in like 5 minutes or less. So all of the pieces were done. This happy birthday was already heat embossed, probably with early espresso and then clear. And you can do Versamark over the top of a color using the Stamparatus, because you stamp exactly over the top and then put clear, and you can glossy up any color ink you want. So that is a tip of the day. Then we have these circles. So these circles, I can't even remember if this is the way she had aligned them. I think I did something a little bit different than what she did, but it wouldn't have been too much different. And the circle dies that don't have the little dots, I think are in, it's a set, I'm looking. I think it's called Beautiful Shapes Style. No, this is Stylish Shapes. Let's see if this is it. We need, oh, nope. See, this one is not it because it has all the circles, but they have dots. So the other shapes, which is maybe Beautiful Shapes, Detailed Shapes, you know, there's all these words. So I will flesh it out, and I will definitely put it on the supplies list for you. It is still a current product. And she provided these wonderful metallic brushed dots. This is soft, soft suede. The inside, look at all this. So we had yet 2 more full sets. This I think is, it has a flag and a sailboat. So I'm going to look for that stamp set, because that's a different stamp set than this. Happy birthday was done. And then she just had you stack up. I just think this is a very retro modern, maybe it's a 60s. This reminds me of what our living room was like when I was little, dating myself. So let me know what you think of this fun card. Now I did weigh it. I was curious if it's too heavy, and it is not. It weighs 0.9. And to be able to send this, it'll be lumpy bumpy, so you'll have to spend $1.03 to mail it, unless you. Yeah, I think that with this size and height of these dots, if you want to be on the safe side, you spend the $1.03 non-machinable, and it's still under the weight of 1 ounce or less, so you get to put a forever stamp on it, and whatever it takes to make it equal $1.03. So a 40-cent stamp, and I hear that the USPS has a 40-cent stamp now for us crafters. It is a fox. I have still yet to go online and see if I can buy it. So that's enough on this one. I'm starting to get this longer than I had wanted it to. And then the very last one is, I'm gonna look it up because I looked it up to make sure it was current, and it is. So let's just find it. It is the Ladybug Builder Punch and Hello Ladybug Photopolymer Stamp Set. It's a tall and skinny. And again, this was a shoebox swap. I didn't have it put together. I found it. This happy birthday was put together. But this one was not, and it was actually in an envelope. Here's the envelope it was in. The Piedmont Opera envelope is what it was in. So you can use a regular, is this a number 9 envelope? Whatever a regular sized envelope is, you can put, if it's a 9, that somebody cut this down to 9 by 8.5 probably. So you can go ahead and pop these into a regular letter sized envelope and send it on its way with a regular stamp. I would have to check the weight on this because inside it has double mats and a cute little ladybug. So I don't have any embellishments on this. I will probably stick a couple of embellishments on. I have floating around here my black basic baker's twine. So I will get that out, get this card finished. I have a bunch of photography to do for all of the last of the March Madness. Let me know what you thought of the whole March Madness idea. If I should be working toward doing this again, I would need to have a couple of months of hectic busyness where I was doing lots of card making as well as other projects so that I didn't have time to film them in line in order of making them. I will have the full supplies list of these 3 random cards on my blog. You can leave any comments, questions, or concerns on this video or over on my blog. I appreciate all of you visiting me for my March Madness. Your visits helps to fund my continued efforts of creating all these videos using these wonderful products and affording to go to classes and going to events where I get to make all sorts of crafting projects all weekend long, which is great fun. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.